Welcome back to some more Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This is Dallas here in our lovely Let's Play world. Episode 614. Last episode I went off pretty far in this general direction to find a new trial chamber. As you can see, this is all the stuff we came back with. Oh, forgot I got a new CD. Man, why is this house so big? Okay, I want to see what this thing sounds like. Cut the music. Editor, which is me. It's a Christmas CD. What the heck? I have to stand in this room to listen to it comfortably. I'm glad I don't have any neighbors. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Wait, this goes down here in the collection. This is where we collect them all. We're still missing 2, though. But yes, it's good to be back home. Not doing anything specific at all today. Just trying not to die getting in my house, you know. I'm actually going to do whatever today, just all kinds of fun things. Nothing planned. Let's just play some Minecraft together. Well, you'll watch. Okay, so I'm going to start one of the things I've been really wanting to start with my house here, and that is, we have a storage issue. Kind of. So we're obtaining, I know this is a big storage room, but again, it is just barrels. I do have chests in some areas, but I'm becoming to have a problem where I have a lot of one item in something, such as goat horns or maybe pottery sherds or even all the new stuff. Look at all these breeze rods. I am going to not fall to my death, but actually run to each area of my house and find ways to add storage. I did up here, for example. I have stuff like this, and I could probably label them, which I probably will so I can remember, but I'm going to approach that theory of mine where I'm going to turn my whole house slowly into my whole storage room. So it'll make me explore certain areas, so such as this right here, this is where I've been storing some paper. Maybe I can find an area in my house to start storing goat horns and other specific items that I have a lot of. Get out of my house! And you know what? Instead of storing paper in that most random spot, why not store it in a logical place, such as my library? Up here, this is where I bind books and stuff. Didn't I have an area with... Oh, I did. Look back here. Oh, this is the perfect place. Yes. That was the whole point of this, actually. This upstairs is also an overflow place for books that I have too many of. Goat horns can actually go, in my OG storage room here. What's in these things? Junk? We can just do that for now. Oh, look at that. I didn't know I kept my first original trial key too. Well, that's perfect then. Put that right next to it. There's only kind of one imposter up here that I'm not crazy about, and it's this first pottery sherd. Although this was the first one I got, there was a bug later in the update, if you remember, that got rid of every sherd in my world, so I had to go to creative mode and replace this here, so I don't know if I like that there. It doesn't have that same shared first item experience because of bugs. I always come over here and update this thing. It's just like, I spent so much time making this roof out of copper gathered from the bottom of an ocean, coming back home, smelting it, then crafting it into blocks. I'm sure you all remember, and then finally finishing it, and it's all placed as normal copper, and it's slowly oxidized. And then they come out with the trial chambers. It just makes it look not so, you know, cool anymore. Well, I was gonna go find a chest to put all these in somewhere random in my house, but I kind of forget that's what this is for. So far we've only done it with paper and goat horns. Oh, I forgot I got some in here. Actually, they all can just go in here, now that I realize. Mr. Buildanov, how you doing? Thank you for pressing the button. Oh, my beautiful laboratory and my ugly office. I'm being impulsive. Let's fix this crap. Hi, Froggy. Who decided I needed a wall of bookshelves? Who passed that? Was it me? I don't think it was. There we go. That's a little easier on the eyes. Updated it a little bit. And I found a place to put this painting. Oh, that just gives me ideas. There's so many large blank walls in the lab. I think that's what'll look good, is some paintings in some areas. What? What? Am I being attacked by aliens? I have no add-ons right now. Did they add new cave sounds? Did I not know about that? I heard something earlier today. It sounded like bubbles and then a weird sound. I'm like, I spent the next 10 minutes trying to figure out what it was. They added new cave sounds. Okay, that's cool. That was scary. Paintings. I've been adding these everywhere. Gotta head it. Uh-oh. Please tell me you guys are... Okay, you're still alive. Good. Stay in your places. Kind of forgot I gotta add the new sherds to the sherd lab. Boom. 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 All right, there we go. Random thought before we move on. I know this doesn't really matter, but something I think they should have done with these sherds is make at least five different shapes of sherds. If you notice, they're all the same shape, but have a randomizer in the game where there's 5 different shapes and it's always random for each one. I know that would create so many different options. It would also create more of like a realistic look to them. I think, actually, you know what? I think Minecraft is so limited because they have to fit everything into the creative inventory. Have you ever thought about that? Like, obviously they wouldn't want to put all of that in the creative inventory, but they would have to. Are you still, oh, I need to put the new templates in here. I don't have much space. Dr. Mason Parker? Oh my gosh. I have so many emeralds. Oh, I forgot about this. After not being in this world for so long, I need to check up on some stuff. How do I get down there? Oh, this way. Oh, I forgot I actually fixed this down here. It looks a little better. I'm no longer using custom painting packs, so I gotta get rid of all these. Bah, the good old sewer pit. Yeah, I think stuff is making it down here. Ooh, what's in here? Deep slate. Oh, didn't I put... Oh, Turtle's still here. Gotta make sure he's still alive. Don't worry, we're gonna build something today. I have a plan. He's dead. How did he... Oh, no. He's dead. I guess... I mean, I thought I made it safe in here. Got a gate there. Maybe they spawned like in this area. Maybe he drowned himself. You never know. I gotta figure out who this was. Dang it. Oh, what's in this one? A dead body. Okay. Okay, I think I might start on it in this episode. I've been kind of holding this back for a while, an idea of mine, but I have been playing some Fallout 4 again recently, and this is also inspiring me to build it, but I want to make, it's kind of ambitious for me, well not really, not for this world, I have enough material, but I want to make a nuclear explosion site, a big crater in my world, and near it, I want there to be like some sort of town that's all blown away, well, not necessarily blown away, but in the style of Fallout. I don't know if I'll build a vault in it, but that might be an option. But I love the idea of nasty stuff in my world. If you weren't aware, like this over here, I love this. This isn't even as big as I want it to be, but like a garbage yard like this. I want to make a nuclear bomb site so bad. Just a crater is like maybe this big. It's time to consult the map and try to figure this out. I want it to be generally close to home. It would probably make more sense to be in like the wasteland, because I consider this the wasteland, but oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna have a backstory behind it and everything, involved with Slime Science Center, or why a nuke was dropped somewhere. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Probably 1 second. Good morning. Gotta get my daily practice in. I never show this, but it's gotta be done. Nice. Could be better. My biggest issue is transferring from Java to Bedrock, because Java arrows drop substantially. Bedrock, you have much better range. How'd I do today? Not bad. I at least try to make it in the inner white circle. Oh! I think my second shot, I got a bullseye. Oh my lord. I need some glow ink. Usually I'd have to go out to an ocean, but we've had a void crash through our world, so we have an ocean under our house. Sometimes they spawn down here. Okay, I actually miss having my really zoomed out map in here. So I'm gonna put it back over here. It's a bit in the way of my staircase, but I don't care. So this is 4x7, and I've had it in this chest over here for a long time, but it's actually 4x9, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice a few sides of it. Looks like it's gonna be the outside edges. These maps are actually kind of old. I don't even have the new bamboo course in here. Oh, they're very old. Not even a tiny bit of the city is in here. Not even the new first section of the lab expansion or the power plant. Look at that. The city sits right there. I believe I've found my spot. Now this is, if you can see the map I'm holding here, this is originally the spot I was going to build my new bamboo forest. That's where this trail was going to lead. But you know what? It's like the perfect size area, it's flat enough, and it's next to the wasteland. This is where we're going to put a giant crater from a nuclear explosion. And I'm going to have a town on the outskirt that somewhat survived and I'm going to have people living in. But this is going to be a very radiation heavy zone. I'm going to have like mutated plants, I think. I got a feeling this is going to be a pretty big project. It's almost as big as the Wasteland project. Like, we have to terraform this whole place, and it starts with clearing out all these trees, basically, you see on the map there. Oh, gosh. What the? He just got in his bed through the wall there. Pathfinder, I'm going to take some safety precautions, since I'm going to be working nearby, and I'm going to have nighttime every once in a while. I don't want mobs to kill him. Now, this was my hardest decision. Wow, look at this road. I love this road. That wasn't my hardest decision. This is my hardest decision. I was trying to decide, because we're building it over there, to put it here, because the water, the color of a swamp is absolutely perfect for a post-apocalyptic area, but it's just in the wrong spot, and I spent so much time on this place planting all these plants to make it look like a swamp. It doesn't look like that much work, but there's a lot of work put into this. And it's too close to like my farm here. It wouldn't make much sense to put a farm next to a nuclear area. I do have another swamp over these mountains right here. And I was about to pick this, although it's kind of far away, a little bit too much, and then I realized I built my childhood home here, so also, that wouldn't be too bad having this here because it looks like it belongs in this setting. I'm gonna build it over here. And just to mention, this is not a recent event that happened. This happened a long time ago. An axe and shovel repair later, we have no forest and a big hole. So yeah, this is where, as you can tell, I guess, I imagine it being much bigger, which I can still adjust the size for this, make it deeper, and there's gonna be lots of, I guess, radioactive look to it eventually, because this is supposed to be a pretty old explosion, but I'm wanting it to look like it's in the center of this town. This town is not gonna be big. My idea is that it was a somewhat small town, but there were advancing sciences here that were competing with Slime Science Center, and we decided to drop a nuke on it. I know we're not that nice of people, but I mean, we gotta weed out the competition in these parts. But here's the thing, there's gonna be one house here that is still standing and well kept up, and it's gonna be somewhere around here. And I really want this place to look good. And speaking of, we have another one of those sounds. We have this here, I don't know what this is from. This is probably from Pocket Edition, but I'm guessing there's a spawner down here. Maybe I could take advantage of this and build like a spawner into this house to give me a reason to come out here. Oh yes! Ooh, it's a skeleton spawner too. Okay. Ooh, cool. I'm gonna try to position the house correctly to put this in like the basement. Yes, I have seen this new, what is it called? Realism craft? This looks pretty nuts. It almost, when I saw the trailer for it, it looks like Hightail. Remember that thing, Hightail? That thing's never coming out, I can guarantee that. Well, maybe. But look at this. This changes Minecraft in a vanilla way, so everything is vanilla, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe. I think they changed some generation, but that creeper has like snow on it. It has a whole animation pack, Northern Lights. No, this is not a sponsor, I'm just thoroughly impressed. But I think you have to create a new world or play on their world to have this. I don't know, I might check it out. Okay, so I'm building the house I wanted to build. This is like the main reason I started this. And if you have played Fallout 4, you would recognize this house because this is Jacob. There's another sound. But this is Jacob Cabot's house. If you remember, there's a house in downtown Boston, in the ruins of downtown Boston, that is, it looks like it belongs there on the outside, but when you walk in the inside, there's like a scientist family that lives there and they've prolonged their lives and they kept the interior kind of nice looking, like it looks like it's pre-war material. So I'm trying to look at it and design it after it. I really love the way it looks, but yeah, I'm really loving the different wallpaper choices I'm using in here. And it is very, very expensive because this is all stripped wood. This is mangrove, and this is warped. Probably the two hardest woods to get in this game, because this, you have to take down the whole leaf section, which is just warped blocks, and you don't get much from it, and this is the most annoying block to cut down. But anyway, as you can see, the hallways are going to be this red color. This is going to lead up to a second floor area, and this is like the massive living room. Again, if you've played Fallout 4 and have been in the Cabot's house, you would recognize this, but I'm kind of adding my own twists to it, like this bay area. But I'm leaving a lot of room for painting space because I want to add all kinds of paintings in here like the Cabot's did. And this leads up to a second floor. This definitely won't be finished today, but I'm going to do my absolute best. I need more wood. Oh, it's looking so good. I'm going to love this roof. But what the heck? Minecraft. Oh great, Dallas is complaining again, but this is warranted. You can't craft these anymore. Oh no. No, you can have all the waxed, oxidized copper in the world, but they took it out of the game to craft these. What kind of idiotic idea is that? That means you can only make them. Wait, can you even make them? Oh my god, I am so heated right now. Please tell me I am wrong or something. I have to be wrong, right? I have to be. Okay, that's waxed. Do we just have any? Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be with this, right? New recipe unlocked? No. Wait, what? Okay, okay, so yeah. Since it's been changed to ingots, we now have to set these out and let them oxidize. No, I should have took advantage of it. You see, the only problem I have with this is they added in the game an option to go get oxidized copper. You can get every single piece of oxidized copper in the game. Well, probably not that anymore, too. And then you could go build your green build. But the fact that if you wanted to do it that way and you wanted to use trapdoors in your build, you'd have to build the whole structure and then lay out a bunch of trapdoors and wait for them to oxidize. So yeah, I'd much rather prefer to craft them with blocks than these if I could just have them already oxidized. This build is using a lot of them too. As you can see right across here, it's all of the trim. This takes years to oxidize for me. I don't want to sit here and wait. Okay, I'll stop complaining. I don't want to build it either with these on there because I want to be able to look at the final result. I'm going to see how long these take. It's been a while since I've oxidized stuff like this. Please tell me this looks fine. Okay. It looks fine. It's a little darker, but I'm going to go with that instead. Work continues on my house here. I'm actually really starting to like it. As you can see right here, I actually used warped, and up at the top there, warped trapdoors. Because look, I know these are actually supposed to be set 4 apart, which just irks me even more. I give up on copper trapdoors. Screw those things. But yeah, the interior is turning out really well. It's very simplified right now, of course. We got to run through and decorate it, but it's really giving me that old school vibe. And I love the ceiling. I forget that smooth quartz really creates a nice ceiling texture. I can't wait to just start hanging up paintings. That's like it's weird. Like all of this I'm building, that's the main thing I'm looking forward to, is just having big walls to put the paintings on. I made this have white wallpaper in here. And of course I'm working on this right now. The hallway's all that color. And then I think this is gonna be the same color as that, whatever this room is. And then I have no idea what this is gonna be. I kind of stopped following the Cabot house from Fallout 4. I'm just kind of doing it on my own now. So this is a bay window with a little sliver. I have to cut this part off because I was gonna put another hallway on this side, but it didn't really make sense. So it's gonna be smaller now. I still gotta put, well, I might put fake windows up here. This isn't just gonna be a blank wall. Because oddly enough, I'm kind of following how Fallout approaches their houses in the games. And that is, you know, how you approach a loading screen once you hit the door. So you're loading into a whole new area from the outside. And when you really take a closer look, a lot of the outside's interiors doesn't match up with the inside interior. And you can do that in Minecraft too. Like this window right here, wherever this next floor is going to be, which I wouldn't even have a room over here, this won't make much sense, but from the outside it actually looks good. So you could probably just put some tinted glass here. Actually, I'm just gonna put normal glass and then some black terracotta behind it, so like it's an empty room. Okay, well, don't worry, I think this might be bigger, but then again, this is an old explosion, so As I build the rest of the town around it, I might adjust it more. Again, this is a pretty big project. This is like on the scale of the city because this is going to be its own city, more like a small village of a city. It's very hard to explain. If you don't know what Fallout is, I'll give a brief example. Oh look, they're already oxidizing more. I spaced them out by 4. But the Fallout universe is what the 1940s envisioned the future to look like. That's why if you've seen anything Fallout, it looks like it's from the 40s, but it has a bit of futurism to it. Like Fallout 4, for example, takes place in 2077, and then of course the bombs fall around that time and 200 years pass, and the Wasteland takes place in 2277. So that is the vision I'm going to give this place. It's going to look like it's old school, but it's going to have some futuristic properties. I want this to just be a town on the other side of my world that got in a little bit of a scuffle with me, and there's going to be one lasting survivor here, maybe a couple, and they're going to live here, and they're going to be a scientist. And look at this. Oh, it's coming together. I love it so much. I'm starting to add in some furniture too. But yes, this is that paintings look I wanted to add. Like maybe they're really into art, you know? Probably. What else was I gonna do? Oh, I gotta put some more of the floor down. While I'm doing that, I'll answer today's comment question, which is from Blue Fury Designs. Do you have a favorite summer activity? Yes, I do. I have a lot of them, actually. I guess, kind of. I don't know. Maybe. One of them was riding my motorcycle, although that passion has kind of died a little bit. I mean, I still want to ride sometimes, but it's not how I felt when I first got my bike. But that goes with anything. I mean, you kind of just lose passion for stuff when you do it for so long. Like, I still crave to ride my bike, but it's not like a crazy craving. I'll do it like maybe twice, 3 times a month now. Other than that, I love just going out and hiking with my girlfriend. We do that quite a bit now. We've been dating for just now 2 years, and we tend to do that quite a bit. We're pretty heavy gym goers, so that's a big thing, but I do that all throughout the year. I'm really getting back into skateboarding. I did it a lot as a kid. I got back into it in 2017, then I quit for another few years, and now I'm back into it again. I don't do tricks, though. I mainly cruise. Oh, the color of this place. Oh, I love it. I need to think of a color for in here. I need a kitchen. Now that I think of it, I think this can be the kitchen. There is going to be a 3rd floor as well. This will lead into probably like some sort of trophy case room, similar to the Cabot's house, and then I'm going to put a staircase somewhere because I do have room. Head up here real quick. Yeah, I definitely have room. There's going to be some bedrooms up here. If you notice, the style of this is sort of similar to my mansion, like the roof and all that. Don't look at the sides yet, they're very blank. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. And once this is finished as well, I gotta make the outside look a little roughed up because it's in a town where this was a airburst though. A nuclear bomb didn't land here. If you know the difference from an actual nuke hitting the ground and an airburst, they're big differences. An airburst would blow up probably close to where those clouds are. And those usually cause more destruction, like wide-wise, not on the ground. So that's why I have just somewhat of an indication that a bomb blew up here. Well, I think that's going to be about it. I got to get this video uploaded. I did not know I was going to build a whole mansion today, but I'm pretty hyped with how it's turning out. So thank you everyone for watching. We're going to probably continue this next episode, and I'll see you there. Either there or Nomadic Survival. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.